Cool. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through a few things of what to do if your computer or your Mac is more just completely unresponsive. You're not able to use it at all. If it's just like it's frozen, it's not moving, you move the mouse, nothing happens, then obviously go ahead and hold down the power button for about 30 seconds until it turns all the way black. You want to make sure that it goes like black, it goes to off instead of just sleep. And the key difference is that if you just press it and let go real quick, that puts it to sleep, and that's not what you need. So again, I'm going to go through this kind of fast, and then of course you can always rewind it and go from there. But really, once it's off, you want to go ahead and try and turn it back on. If it's responding and it's great, then cool. If it just won't start up all the way, go ahead and turn it back off, and you're going to want to do a few of these things. And by the way, it will vary depending on the Mac that you have. The first thing you're going to do is reset the system management controller. It's just a nice way of kind of resetting a few things that control power. It depends, of course, on your Mac. If you've got one of the portables, then you're just going to click on this. You can walk through it from there. If it's got a removable battery, you'll take the battery out and hold down power. And then I'll go ahead and reset it, and you put the battery back in, just turn it back on. If it doesn't, then all you're going to do, you're going to make sure you have it plugged into the power adapter and the power adapter into the wall. Press Command, Option, and Shift, and the power button, and then let go. And then you're going to let it start up. That's all that's required for that. If you've got like a desktop, a Mac Mini, an iMac, or a Mac Pro, then it's a little bit different. To be frank, I feel like it's a little bit easier. Just yank the cord out of the back of the computer, leave it unplugged for about 15 seconds, then go ahead and plug it back in, and then you can start up. And that's going to reset that. Now there's one more thing you can do as far as just one more reset that's really important, and that's resetting the PRAM. Or if your computer is super old, the NVRAM. So the way you're going to go ahead and do that, oh cool, they rearranged the article. Turn the computer off, and then you look for Command, Option, P as in Paul, and R as in Robert. You press power, let go, then hold down the 4 keys. You'll let it turn on. It'll turn back off, and then back on, and you can let go of the keys and let it start up just like normal. Those two things are really important. If it continues to be unresponsive, when it's all the way started up and logged in, go ahead and click on Finder. It's the one right here with the little smiley face. And then this is all going to be based off if you were on, Lion, but just click Go. And if you're in Snow Leopard, you'll click Home. And then you'll double click on Library, but in Lion, that's actually a hidden spot. So you got to click Go, hold down Option on your keyboard, and then click Library. You're going to see a ton of folders, a lot of stuff you may not know what to do with. Don't need to mess with any of it, just double click on Cache, press Command and A, it's all going to highlight. And you can just drag it to the trash, or I right clicked and I drag it to the trash that way. So while that empties, we're going to click Go, and we're going to get, because that's for the user. There's one more thing. There's cache for the whole computer. So click Go and then Computer, and then Macintosh HD, then Library, and then Cache. And you're going to play the same thing. I'm just going to move this guy to the trash. Then it'll go ahead and ask for your password. Then you'll let that get in the trash. You're going to click on the trash. You're going to want to go ahead and empty that. And for some of those things, it may not be able to enter. Sorry, not enter, empty. Like it'll say it's in use, you can't empty it. You can still empty some of that if you just start in safe mode. And right now, obviously, I've got applications open. So some of it is going to be in use. So it's okay, it's expected. Just hit continue. You're cool on that one. If it continues, if it's the whole computer, not just one specific application, you can go into your apps and go into utilities, and then go to Disk Utility. And then in Disk Utility, you're going to see it's going to gather information, and that's expected. That's what you want. Then the left-hand side, you're going to see that the operating system that you're currently on, like their hard drive. Then right below that, you'll see your actual OS, your partition. Just click on that, make sure you've selected First Aid. Then on the bottom left, you're going to see Repair Disk Permissions. That is going to be make your computer run really slow while it's doing that, and that's okay, that's expected. Other than that, you can, if it continues up, you can go ahead and click here on the actual hard drive, and then click Repair the Disk. If there's a chance it could be the whole, like the actual piece of hardware, the hard disk. And then beyond that, then it's something where we can reinstall the operating system. And in Lion, that's a simple process of you turn the computer off, you just click the Apple logo, you click shut down. When it's off, you just press power to turn it back on, and as soon as you let go of power, you hold down Command and R as in Robert. And you've got to hold those down until you either see Mac OS X Utilities, or it'll also say, what's the other one? Or use English as main language, and you just choose that, and you can do what's called an archive and install, which means you may not lose all of your stuff. You may. If it fails, then yeah, you would want to make sure you've got a backup, either Time Machine, Carbonite, whatever it is you use, and that way you can put all your stuff back on there. But, and then again, if that continues, there's one more thing we can do. It's called an erase and install, and if we do that, that ensures 100% it's not software. It's where you wipe everything off and you start from scratch. And if that continues at that point, then it's something where we really need to go ahead and repair the actual piece of hardware on your machine. I hope that helps. I'll do a few other videos just kind of going over some random stuff. But if there's an issue you're having or tutorial you'd like or anything I can help with, go ahead and put it in the comments. I'm more than happy to help.